All right, so Victor Wembenyama has pretty much become the runaway favorite to be the first pick in the 2023 NBA draft. But it's funny because even Wembenyama doesn't like the idea of tanking in the NBA to acquire him. Now, we all know Wembenyama is a potential generational talent, and I would argue that most teams would dream about having the French born big man added to their team. Now, on the topic of tanking, the idea of tanking has been an issue for years. The lottery was instituted in 1985 when Georgetown's Patrick Ewing was the prized pick. Teams will do everything in their power to increase their odds of having a favorable pick in the lottery. When it comes to adding a talent like Wembenyama, the stakes are at an all-time high. The 7'4" big man has the potential to shift the trajectory of a franchise. Now, in a recent interview with Le Parisien, Victor Wembanyama talked about the concept of tanking, where he stated, "Tanking? It's a weird strategy. I find it unreasonable, and I try not to think about it. I also heard that the NBA is considering changing a few rules for me, but that doesn't concern me." Now, of course, the teams with the worst records will have the highest odds of drafting Wembanyama, with Scoot Henderson considered to be the number 2 pick and an impressive consolation prize. Now, currently, the Orlando Magic sitting at 13 wins and 23 losses, the Charlotte Hornets at 9 wins and 26 losses, the Detroit Pistons at 9 wins and 28 losses are at the bottom of the Eastern Conference. On the Western side, we have the LA Lakers at 14 wins and 21 losses, the San Antonio Spurs at 11 wins and 23 losses, and the Houston Rockets at 10 wins and 24 losses. Now, the Lakers, however, do not control their pick. Because of that 2019 trade for Anthony Davis, the New Orleans Pelicans, which are now sitting at 22 wins and 12 losses, who lead the West, they can swap out that first-round pick with the Lakers. Now, the talent and upside of Victor Wembanyama has been on full display during his 2022-2023 season overseas. Wembanyama has the two-way potential to be a transformational piece at the NBA level. Wembanyama just looks like a giant amongst short people, which is weird to say considering the average height in the NBA is 6'6". Wembanyama is listed at 7'4" with a reported 8-foot wingspan, and it just looks like he's an absolute terror. Victor uses his frame to showcase his potential as a shot-blocking force on the defensive side of the floor. But what's most fascinating about his game is his offensive upside. Although he has the size of a center, Wembanyama has the offensive skills of a fluid wing similar to like Kevin Durant. He can stretch the defense from well beyond three-point range and has that nice shooting form to knock down threes. Wembanyama also has shown an advanced feel for creating off the dribble with some incredible handles. Not as good as Kyrie, but on the verge of becoming close. Wembanyama has been having an outstanding season in France for the Metropolitans 92. This season, Victor is averaging 23 points, 9.3 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 1.5 steals, and 3 blocks per game. He is shooting roughly 48.8% from the field and about 30% from three-point range on a small volume of threes. I honestly can't wait to see what he will look like in the NBA. Honestly, even on a bad tanking team, his sole presence could literally make them playoff contenders. Let's just hope that he can survive the durability of the NBA and not get reoccurring injuries. I think it'll be amazing to see what Wembanyama will be like going up against the likes of Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, Rudy Gobert, Anthony Davis, and even Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, these guys are praising him to be an all-star and maybe even a superstar one day. I know those guys tend to be a little bit more physical and even have more weight on their bodies than Wembanyama. But with the versatility that Wembanyama carries and his smaller frame with quicker agility, it might pay dividends in the end. Anyway, thanks for watching.